We're already live, actually. Okay, we're live. Button went live immediately. That's fine. Okay, don't worry about it. Grab the thing, open it on my phone. Hello, whoever's already here. We're 3 minutes late. Sorry about that, but that's actually pretty early by our previous standard, so I don't think that's a problem. And if you're seeing 4 copies of Portal right now, good, because that's what you should be seeing. Occasionally it looks like the OBS thing's going to break, so I'm just going to keep an eye on it and reset it when I need to, so no worries there. And grab that link, put that on Twitter, there we go. The site formerly known as Twitter, I should say. Attach that. Grab this here. And the link actually to here. Okay, now I've done the Discord ping, which is when everyone's going to flood in. So I'm going to keep an eye on the stream and make sure that OBS doesn't misbehave whilst I'm doing all this. Come on, OBS, you behaving? Very good. Okay. Hello everyone. Seeing as we're now streaming and I've done the ping, I suspect everyone's going to be in here. I think my microphone's coming through. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so hello everyone, welcome to our Remember Portal stream. Today we are streaming Portal, but not just any old Portal, just playing through it and all that. We're deciding to have a little friendly speedrunning competition, where the goal is going to be to beat Portal as quickly as possible. We have 4 participants today, and I'm just going to quickly listen to the stream to make sure I'm coming through. Yes, I am. There we go. Cool. If you guys have any sound issues or anything during the stream, please let me know in the chat below. Alright, so we have 4 participants in today's speedrunning little competition here. We have, in the top left, Abby.
Hello, I'm Abby. I play Portal, I'm a programmer. Wait, hold on, wrong way around.
In the top right, we have Raven.
Hey, I do level design for RTBR.
In the bottom left, we have Level-Headed Gamer, who doesn't have a microphone, but they're a new programmer on RTBR. And in the bottom right, we have Wave.
Hi, I'm Wave. I'm another dev lead, and I'm about to prove that I am absolutely useless at playing Portal.
Okay, so I will not be playing Portal right this minute, but I still have it open, and all of you watching should do too. So please start up Portal. I mean, if you're watching this after the stream, then there's no point. But if you're watching this during the stream, as we're currently going right now, please start up Portal and leave it running. You can play alongside us if you have like multiple monitors or whatever, but just leave it running so we can contribute to the concurrent player count. We're going to be doing this in 4 parts. Part 1, we're going to play the base game. Part 2, the advanced chambers back to back. And part 3 will be the whole base game, but with Portal placement allowed on any surface. And then the last thing is going to be, because we need to be streaming for 2 hours for the concurrent player count goal, then I will play Portal, and I have a bunch of zany mods installed, which should be fun. So, yeah, that's the idea. So, everyone, without further ado, everyone who's participating, please open New Game and hover your mouse over the Start Game button. And we're going to get going in 3, 2, 1, go!
Let's go.
Alright, we're in a tough neck-and-neck race. Who's going to beat this cutscene the quickest?
Let's go SSD, like, speed times, come on.
So I can already see that Level-Headed has an insane FOV, because it was clipping through the initial thing there, which is great. Just a little note as we talk about this, I'm going to be casting a little bit. I'm not a crazy Portal speedrunner, but I can watch what's going on and talk. The general idea is going to be that no out of bounds, because it makes it a bit hard to follow. Other glitches, I guess, are allowed, but nothing out of bounds. If we get to a point where there's 1 or 2 people lagging behind, particularly, seeing as we have 1 or 2 people in here who are actually Portal speedrunners, sort of, then what we'll do is we'll have those speedrunners kind of give a little bit of advice to the other people to do a couple of interesting things, and then we'll move on to the next category after that point. So, who's going to be first through the portal? Okay, I think it was Raven. First through the portal.
God, that's not fair.
But the first person into Chamber 1 is, looking at my list, was Wave. Wave was actually the first person to Chamber 1, I think.
Yo, what? Let's go.
Please proceed into the chamber lock after completing
Nah, it's a stream delay. I live in Australia, it doesn't help.
Oh, I don't know. It looked to me like the first person in the elevator there might have been Abby. Not certain. Who's it? Okay, yes, it was Abby, because the first person into the next chamber is Abby. Abby's currently in the lead.
Wait, I don't want that. Nope, not the one that one.
Okay. Now we wait for the exciting portal bit, for the portals to get the cube. Okay. Abby and Raven are currently neck and neck. But I think Abby is very slightly ahead. Yep, Abby is ahead. Abby is still in the lead right now. Abby doing accelerated back hopping through the chambers. Okay.
I needed to practice that more.
I don't really know how to do that in Portal 1 with a slow movement speed.
Level-headed still with an insane FOV, but makes them appear faster than they actually are, it would seem, at this moment in time. Abby already in Chamber 2, waiting for the door to go. Oh.
Let me through. Let me in. Let me in.
Okay, okay. Okay, Abby's through. She's waiting for the portal gun. And she's got it. And Abby is the first person to pick up the portal gun in today's speedrunning stream. And then Raven was second. Wave was third. Level-headed fourth. Okay. Everyone is in the elevator, though. At current, there's really only a difference of about, I would say, as little as 10 seconds. But that is now quite a bit bigger because Abby's completed Chamber 3. And is in the elevator already. Okay, Raven was second. Wave and Level-headed completing the chamber. Level-headed completed the chamber. Third, Wave is last now.
I forgot what to do.
Forgetting what to do is going to be a bit of a problem once we get to Chamber 18, I think. And the more complicated ones. Okay. And I blinked and looked away, and I think Abby's already completed Chamber 4. And Raven has also completed Chamber 4. Level-headed third. Wave having trouble with the cube. The cube is sabotaging Wave's attempt right now. Go. Abby grabbing the cubes, putting them on the button. There we go. Oh, no. Raven is also being sabotaged by the cubes. So far, it looks like only Abby is having pure cube luck. Let's see how Level-headed goes. Come on, Level-headed, get the cube, get the cube. Yep. Okay, Level-headed's also good. So Abby and Level-headed are both free of cube shenanigans, and Wave unfortunately still having trouble with his cubes, as he is in Chamber 5, and everyone else has now completed the chamber.
I haven't played this game for so long.
Everyone else in Chamber 6, go on, Wave. It's all right. Go on, represent. That's it. Wave is okay. Okay, Abby, the first death of the run, balls herself on the energy ball in Chamber 6. Sadly, that might mean that Raven now has the lead. So Abby, previously in the lead by quite a bit, has lost the lead. I think Level-headed just completed the chamber as well. So Level-headed and Raven are now neck to neck in Chamber 6. Abby only just now completing Chamber 6. Quite a bit of time loss. Those deaths on the energy ball there. Is Wave entering Chamber 6 now? I think Wave could be entering Chamber 6. I was just looking at the stream. Right. Okay. Raven and Level-headed in Chamber 7. Bit neck and neck. Raven using a bit of advanced tech to actually platform off the portal, the platform holder, means Raven is now complete with Chamber 7. Level-headed second in Chamber 7. Wave completing Chamber 6. Abby completing Chamber 7. So Raven is now in the lead. Raven trying his luck shooting a portal directly at the Emancipation Grid. Sadly, that's not how this game works. Bull is completing the chamber very conventionally so far. Level-headed, having some poor luck with ball placement. Abby, again, death by ball. Abby having a bad time with balls this run, it would seem. Whilst Abby also tries to do the MLG jump. Okay, now Abby doing the MLG jump off of the one sticky outy panel means Abby is now neck and neck with Level-headed and Raven again, having made up their time loss. Wave entering the goo ball chamber now, falling a little behind, but slow and steady. I think hasn't yet died to balls, so doing all right. Okay. Oh, Abby doing a little cheeky skip with a door there, which means that Abby is now in the lead again. So Abby is now fully in the lead. Level-headed second, Raven third, Raven heading into the elevator. Abby using a cheeky door skip there. I don't think Raven used any glitches there. Level-headed seemed to just complete the puzzle very quickly. Wave now headed into chamber 8, question mark, I think? No, that was chamber 9. You guys are very quick. Right. Abby doing some very conventional flings, but she's making her way through the chamber quickly. At the behest of the moving wall. Okay, Abby's going through the moving wall. Abby's still in the lead so far. Raven struggling with a basic portal mechanic, not able to fling it would seem. But Abby is now done with chamber 10. Flies into the ending elevator. And so does Level-headed, both of them using the momentum to actually make it all the way into the elevator without having to walk. Raven still at the behest of moving panels, sadly. Let's see if he can manage the momentum as well. Nope, bounces off the wall, sadly. Wave now headed into chamber 10. And it looks like Abby might be the first person to get the dual portal device here in chamber 11.
Hold up. Watch this.
Okay, watch this, she says. Is something cool going to happen? Yes, it is. Something very cool is going to happen. And Abby is MLGing through chamber 11. And she has beaten chamber 11. The dual portal device is hers. First person for single portal and dual portal device. And she's done with chamber 11 already. So losing a bit of time to death by bull, but making it up through use of advanced strats. Seems a strat right now, Level-headed and Raven, simply not using a lot of glitches or any other strategies, but just completing the chambers as quickly as they can. Doing a very good job there. And Wave also doing his absolute best. And Wave is now done with chamber 10. Bounces off the wall in the same manner as Raven, so no worries. Okay. Abby whiffs a portal fling, unfortunately. A little bit of a time loss there, but luckily no one else is in chamber 12. So Abby is still well in the lead, still doing completely fine. Raven, our second death of the run, death by ball, I think. So death by ball is now the most common form of death in today's runs. Abby, 3 deaths, Raven 1. Level-headed picking up the dual portal device now. Level-headed, I think, the second person to get the dual portal device today. Raven and Wave are now actually about equal, and Raven has got our first goo death of the run. So a bull and a goo death in the same chamber. I'm actually losing track a little bit of where these other guys are going. Level-headed has now completed chamber 11. I think Abby's on chamber 13. Abby is now 2 chambers ahead of the next runner-up. Level-headed now in second place, having beaten the chamber a little more successfully than Raven did. Raven looking like... Oh, Abby's death by bull a 4th time. Abby's dead again. Careful, Abby. Not too many more of those. You might be in trouble. Level-headed's not that far behind. Raven completing chamber 11. The third person to get the dual portal device. Wave now actually not that far behind Raven. Possible to maybe get a third if Raven whiffs a couple more balls or goo pits. And now I think Level-headed is completing chamber 12. Abby doing the very classic portal fling to get all the way through chamber 14. Unfortunately not doing it super well at this moment in time. Come on. Yes. No.
I'll get it eventually. I'll get it.
Alright, Abby is still trying to work on the cheeky portal fling skip in chamber 14. Losing a bit of time here to this portal fling, and Level-headed is not that far behind coming into chamber 13. Raven is now done with chamber 12. Wave completing chamber 11. Abby has looked for an easier place to do the fling. Very sensible. She's now done with chamber 14. Level-headed, making short work of the ball in chamber 13. I think that's 13. Yes, yeah, that's 13. Raven now in chamber 13. Not that far behind level-headed, despite their multiple fails in the goo and ball situation here. So actually, Raven and level-headed neck and neck right now. Yes, okay. Raven now ahead of level-headed. So Raven is now in second place. Abby still quite some distance ahead of everyone else. Abby has found a way into a conference chamber in chamber 15 by portaling through a wall, so that's very good. Not out of bounds by the letter of the rules, so that's fine. And now she is flinging her way through... I think this is still chamber 15. Is this chamber 16 now? As
15.
Still 15, okay. So Raven trying to do the fling in 14, but again, losing time to failing the fling. Losing their lead to level-headed, who is going for the more sensible fling location. Okay, but no, Raven's still missing the fling here. Abby in the final room of chamber 15. I wasn't looking, but I'm sure that what she did was portal step her way through the platform area. That's the sensible thing to do. So Raven and level-headed are actually now both completing chamber 14 at pretty much the same time. So Raven lost his lead pretty much entirely to the bad flings there. Level-headed managing to get the fling a little bit quicker. Wave, I think, entering chamber 13, I think? No, 14. No, 13. Okay, Wave in chamber 13. Abby in chamber 16, listening to GLaDOS' comment about turrets. Raven and level-headed are actually still neck and neck, but level-headed actually now slightly ahead of Raven in chamber 15. Raven completing the ball puzzle in a very conventional way. Level-headed choosing to do it a little bit quicker. Still the most advanced tech from Abby in today's run. Abby in a sticky situation with turrets. Now the most deaths in today's run. 4 balls and a turret, it would seem. Raven making his way through chamber 15. Managing to fling a little more successfully than level-headed did, actually. So Raven is now in the lead again, but might die by goo. Just about gets a salvage there, but it's not looking good. Raven not so good at portal stepping, it seems. And Abby, another death by turret. 6 deaths in today's run. 4 balls, 2 turrets. Let's see if she can do it a little quicker this time. Can she get the last turret? Losing a bit of her lead here as Raven and level-headed not that far behind. Raven unfortunately having to redo the whole flinging part of chamber 15 due to failing the portal step process. Level-headed also in goo from the portal stepping. But now Raven is through the portal step part of chamber 15, so that's not so bad. Level-headed still falling in goo, unfortunately. Abby firing her way through into chamber 17 and the companion cube. And Wave completes another chamber. Again, slow and steady. So far, no deaths for Wave, actually. The only person to not have any deaths in today's run. So if this was a no deaths run, everyone else would have failed this by now. Wave making his way through chamber 14. I think he's going to do it the conventional way. No flings today. Considering how much time was lost to flings by everyone else. Oh, a cheeky cross window portal by Abby to skip about half of chamber 17 even with the companion cube.
Oops. Yeah.
And Raven is halfway through chamber 16 now. Level-headed having only just made their way through the portal stepping part of chamber 15. Raven trying to deal with these turrets best as he can. We'll see if maybe he manages to evade any turret deaths today. See if he can beat Abby on that one. Abby, however, completed with chamber 17, is now into chamber 18. Now back to being 2 chambers ahead of Raven, who is in second place. Level-headed done with chamber 15 finally. Heading into chamber 16 as Raven just about wraps up chamber 16 completely. Wave, still slow and steady, beating this chamber, the wave that Valve intended.
Having a jolly old sawn.
Very good. Level-headed waiting for the GLaDOS monologue. Abby's doing something cheeky with a computer that she got from the Ratman den in Chamber 18. Not sure what's going to happen here, but it can't be good. Surely going to be something very saucy.
Hopefully this works.
Wave having a little bit of cube unluck again. Raven in the start of Chamber 17. As Level-headed pushes into Chamber 16. I don't think I saw any deaths to turrets from Raven in Chamber 16.
Nope.
So no death. So far the only turret deaths at Abby's behest. We'll see if Level-headed can sustain that. Abby flinging her way up Chamber 18. I did not see what she used the computer for, but you viewers at home probably saw that she did something very naughty with that computer.
I blocked the door with it.
Absolutely diabolical. Abby is complete with Chamber 18 as Raven incinerates the poor companion cube, more or less. Throwing that thing into the fire. Level-headed managing to evade a turret death, but having a bit of a glitch with the cube there. Able at last to put the cube on the button, get it pressed down. Raven now into Chamber 18, I think. The longest and hardest chamber in the game, doing it conventionally. If he doesn't know any skips, this might mean that Abby will just be so far ahead that there won't be chance for a second competition here. Unless Abby dies to bull a few times. But the last opportunity to do that has just concluded. And she's portal stepping her way through the goo pit. And that's it. She's escaped Chamber 19. So Abby is now in the BTS sections. Level-headed pushing into Chamber 17. Forgets the companion cube, unfortunately. Raven pushing his way through Chamber 18. Again, the way that Gaben intended. As Wave now halfway through Chamber 15. Again, completing these chambers in the intended way. Meaning no deaths at all. Raven in the most challenging room of Chamber 18. Which I suppose Abby probably skipped using the computer. Abby getting a little lost in Chamber 19 in the BTS section here. Clearly not as familiar with BTS as she is with the chambers. There we go. She's back on track. Little bit of time loss there as a result of getting stuck there for a bit. Level-headed getting done with Chamber 17 bit by bit, about halfway through. Raven almost turreted there as he completes the ballroom. Wave having some trouble with his balls over here. But there we go. Getting there. And Wave completed the ball. Abby almost done with Chamber 19's map entirely now and into the dedicated escape maps. Raven still beating 18 very conventionally, but getting there. Level-headed, meanwhile, still completing Chamber 17 with the companion cube. Waiting for the ball that may never come.
To ensure the safe performance of all authorized
And there it is. The ball is now in.
vital testing apparatus.
And Abby has completed all of the test chamber maps. As now, any second, in Escape 00. So Abby is now fully in the BTS only maps. Raven in the final flings of Chamber 18 right now. As level-headed, just about almost done with the ball puzzle in Chamber 17. Again, Wave doing it the conventional way, beating these flings. If he doesn't portal step, he's probably going to have the easiest time in that goo pit of anyone else so far. Abby made pretty short work of it, but that was a place where Level-headed and Raven were stuck for a bit. Raven done with Chamber 18, now into Chamber 19. Level-headed on the final platform now of Chamber 17, and beating with the companion cube, carrying it along the way. Wave having an opportunity to complete another ball puzzle, as Raven completes his final ball puzzle of this run. Abby still pushing through what I think is still escape 00.
Yep.
Level-headed, euthanizing their faithful companion cube and heading straight into chamber 18. Raven going to try a bit of portal stepping. Let's hope this is more successful than his attempt in chamber 15. Nipped by the goo a little bit, but maybe he'll be alright. Yep, okay, and now Raven is the second person to escape the test chambers. He's now in the BTS sections of chamber 19. Abby, I think, finishing escape 00 and heading into escape 01. Yep, there she is, escaping 00 and heading into escape 01. Level-headed flinging across chamber 18. Now in the hardest room of chamber 18. Wave struggling with ball trigonometry, unfortunately.
I can't calculate the hypotenuse.
It's okay, I struggle with this bit too. Raven, dead to something?
A fan.
A fan!
Fan.
Our first fan
Yeah,
death
first
of
death.
today's run, okay. So Raven, death by ball, goo, and fan, but no death by turret, it would seem.
Keeping that variety.
There we go. Abby still taking the place for the most deaths in today's run, but Raven taking the place for the most variety. Whilst Wave still no deaths at all. Okay. Abby still pushing on through escape 01. Raven now in the busted test chamber parts. Goes the wrong way. Tries to do some reverse backhopping, but there's not a lot of benefit to doing that here, really. As he heads down into the piston area inside the BTS of chamber 19. Level-headed, still completing the hardest room here. Wave goes back into a room he's already completed. As he waits for another platform, still being reasonably careful. Not taking any risks. As he puts down another portal. And then slightly misses the bus here. But might just about get the next platform along. Raven still completing Chest Chamber 19. Abby flying through Escape 01. Almost complete now at the rocket turret section. Level-headed has the cube. Oh! Our first death for Wave. Very sad. Death by ball for Wave. Every single person here has now, I think, suffered death by ball. Actually, maybe level-headed only death by goo. Now that I think about it. Death by goo and by turret, maybe? Level-headed, grabbing the cube, heading back. Wave still doing it the way as intended. Getting along the way. Abby into Escape 02. The final map of Portal, and Abby is soaring ahead of second place. Raven, I think, now in Escape 00. As level-headed is now in the final room of Chamber 18. Wave taking a good look at themselves in the portal. Wondering where did it all go so wrong. And maybe getting a ball into the hatch just in time. Yes, there we go. Wave completing Chamber 15. Abby completing the portal, the turret hell chamber. And Raven takes another bath and go.
Yummy.
Still completing Escape 01. Level-headed, done with Chamber 18 now. Heading into Chamber 19.
Shit.
Due to mandatory scheduled maintenance, the appropriate chamber
Raven,
testing
death
sequence
by
is
goo almost, and then almost death by piston.
with a live
But just about makes it out and is now in Escape 01.
droids. The
Abby in the final corridor, and she is now in the GLaDOS chamber. Almost. Oh, is she doing what I think she's doing? Oh, she is doing what I think she's doing.
Ah, shit.
Death by turret, but she's doing what I think she's doing. I think she might be about to beat GLaDOS in record time.
Do not destroy testing apparatus.
Cleverly positioning a turret facing GLaDOS, and then trying to get the turret to shoot GLaDOS to get rid of all the cores off of GLaDOS at once. Oh my god, and there they go! It's going to be a simple matter now to get every single core in the incinerator and finish this run in pretty good time. Raven still pushing through Escape 01. Wave now having his own fun with turrets at this moment in time. Level-headed. Doing this a little more normally in Chamber 18. Deciding 19 even. Deciding not to portal step across the pit. Abby now has every core next to the incinerator. Let's see if she can fling them all in one incinerator cycle. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And Abby has now defeated GLaDOS. Now we just have to wait to see how long this cycle really is to go up top. Raven having some fun with rocket turrets and Escape 01 still almost at to GLaDOS himself. As Level-headed makes his way across the fire pit, and Wave working on these turrets. Still being reasonably careful. No death to turrets for Wave so far. Just a death to a ball, sadly. Level-headed is now in the BTS sections of Chamber 19. Raven almost done with Escape 01, but we have a winner. Abby is now up top on the surface, and Hoopy the Hoop is just about to grace us with his presence. So Abby has taken first place. Raven not far behind. Just about leaving Escape 01 now. Heading into Escape 02 and the final map of the game. Level-headed, also getting a little lost, just like Abby was in the BTS sections. Not that it mattered much. So Abby takes the win. Gonna get her cake as a reward, the first person here to do so. Raven in the turret hell room, dealing with them all. Level-headed, still making their way up the BTS sections of Chamber 19. And Wave, death by turret, sadly. Seems everyone in today's run has had a bad luck with a turret except for Raven. And Raven is flinging his way out, but unfortunately misses the velocity there. The candle is blown out on Abby's run completely. Now she gets to listen to Still Alive. Raven's run is still alive for possibly taking second. Level-headed in the final room of Chamber 19's BTS area. Raven now in the offices before GLaDOS' chamber as he makes his way into the final corridor, not employing any strange tricks like Abby did. He'll be beating the GLaDOS fight as intended, it seems.
The real way.
Level-headed, almost done with the BTS sections of Chamber 19. Whilst Wave, slowly, methodically, deals with these turrets. There we go. Wave making his way out of the turret chamber now almost. Careful, there's a few more turrets left to go. And Raven is still deploying the GLaDOS fight. I think Level-headed is now in Escape 00.
Once again reminds you that Android Hell is a real place where you will be sent at the first sign of
Wave
defiance.
beating Chamber 16 and heading into Chamber 17. As Level-headed makes their way quickly through Escape 00.
The vital apparatus
Raven formally beginning the GLaDOS boss fight now.
in 3, 2, 1.
As Wave gets his first companion cube.
Will accompany you through the test chamber. Please take care of it.
Raven incinerating his first core of the boss fight so far,
Most commonly produced by enrichment center testing.
as Abby still continues listening to the dulcet tones of GLaDOS in the Still Alive ending credits.
Hallucinations. The enrichment
Oh,
center
death by
refines
bull for Wave, the second one of today's run. Leaving the poor companion cube all alone and without a companion.
the symptoms most commonly produced by enrichment center testing.
Raven working on his second core of the boss fight,
Objects as alive and hallucinations.
as level-headed.
Enrichment center
Makes their
refines
way out of Escape 00 and into Escape 01.
threatened to stab you and, in fact,
Ah.
cannot speak.
Okay. Second time's the charm. Raven manages to incinerate the second core. Level-headed having a bit of a rough time with a turret there. But just about getting it done with. I wonder, Abby, in the section at the beginning of Escape 01, did you walk into the door to get an early portal?
Escape 01?
Yeah, you know, the ambush with the turrets.
Not really.
You didn't escape, you didn't walk into the door? There's a glitch there. If you walk into the door, it opens up.
Nah.
GG.
I didn't think that was it.
Okay, and Raven has defeated GLaDOS. Now having only simply to wait for the last part here. Wave having to once again do trigonometry. Almost having a sticky end there.
Wait, sure, let's get
And
Wave
there
to
we
speak
go.
on tricks.
Yo,
really
we're
easy to
almost
make
there. We're doing this. It's so long since I've played this game.
Level-headed. Almost,
This is my
I
first
think.
time playing Portal 1.
Yeah, of course. Level-headed, almost out of... Is this is still Escape 01. Raven, now having fully beaten Portal, is our second place winner. Hoopy the Hoop will appear at any moment. There he is. Hooray. That leaves just Level-headed and Wave. Level-headed heading into the office of Escape 01. Soon gonna have to deal with a rocket turret. Level-headed, quickly manipulating the rocket turret into doing what they'd like. Making short work of this part of the offices. Dodges a lucky rocket. Raven getting his cake now. As Wave waits for a ball that may never come. I think that ball launcher has already been exhausted, Wave.
Oh, I'm gonna have to source them elsewhere. Okay.
And Level-headed is now in Escape 02 in the final map of the game. As Wave considers the elements of the Chamber 17 dual button puzzle.
It's a puzzling puzzle.
Quite indeed. Raven getting a little victory lap, gets to listen to Still Alive as the second place winner. Wave finds one of his lost balls.
You keep looking, you're always gonna find it somewhere.
Eventually, yeah. Level-headed. A sick MLG defeat of these two turrets, I think. As they're almost up to the top of Escape 02. And there they have it. They're done with turret hell. They're reverse backhopping into the offices There we go, into GLaDOS' chamber. No cheeky turret shenanigans from Level-Headed either. They're going to be doing this the old-fashioned way. Okay. Level-Headed, waiting for the GLaDOS dialogue, incinerating their first cube.
You did it. The weighted companion cube certainly brought you good luck. However, it cannot accompany you for the rest of the test and, unfortunately, must be euthanized.
Wave now having to euthanize his companion cube, sadly. And there it goes. Wave completed with Chamber 17, heads into Chamber 18.
Congratulations.
Level-Headed, still making work of GLaDOS.
The experiment is nearing its conclusion. The Enrichment Center is required to remind you that you will be baked, and then there will be cake.
Wave exploring Ratman's den just a little bit before heading out. Level-Headed, still zapping GLaDOS with the rocket. And I think getting the final... No, that's the cake core, I think. Is that the cake core they're on? Yep. The second of the 3 cores for the boss fight, soon to be destroyed. Okay. Core heading into the incinerator. And just slightly missing it. A second rotation going to be required here for Level-Headed. Wave poking around the test chamber, giving it a little look. And being summarily forced back out again. Raven and Abby both enjoying their cake on the main menu. As Level-Headed, very close to taking 3rd place here. The final core for Level-Headed is now in their hands, making its way towards the incinerator. Wave thinks about the nature of ball puzzles. Clips a turret on the way through. As the final core is incinerated for Level-Headed. Level-Headed now getting to watch their own victory lap as GLaDOS' parts go flying off. I suppose it's possible a random game crash or a bit flip at this point might set Level-Headed back to the start of the run. But that might be Wave's only hope here of being able to take 3rd place. There's still time for the bit flip, everyone. Any moment now, a solar flare could alter Level-Headed save game data and put them back to Chamber 1, but it doesn't look like this is going to happen. And there we go, Level-Headed now seeing Hoopy the Hoop drop down. Their hoop was on fire for some reason when neither Raven's nor Abby's were. But, you know, I guess a bit flip did happen. But sadly, not the kind that Wave may have been hoping for. And we have our 3rd place winner. Level-headed taking third place, leaving Wave, sadly, as the last horse in this race. So, does anyone have any interesting advice for Wave on how he might be able to nip through this a little quicker?
I've forgotten all the puzzles.
Well, see, level-headed wasn't using a lot of tricks. So here's a little post-run analysis for you. So Abby, of course, the most technical player in this bunch, easily smashing into first place. Unfortunately, execution could use a bit of work, failing a few tricks in a few places, and almost temporarily losing the lead a few times. But every time that she pulled off a trick, she gained such a lead as a consequence. It really kind of made it worth it. Raven, not a very glitchy player or technical player, but excellent execution of all the core test chamber mechanics. Able to beat all the test chambers extremely quickly, even despite a few baths and goo along the way. Level-headed as they watch the Still Alive credits, beating the chambers reasonably well, but not quite to the same degree of execution as Raven. And Wave, starting off slow and steady, seem like they might take the deathless run, at least from this group, but sadly, a few balls and a turret spelled the end of that idea. Alright, if anyone in here who's familiar with tricks knows a way to help Wave complete this chamber a little quicker, or anything like that, by all means, go right ahead. We'll say that once Wave has completed this chamber, we'll move on to the next category. Also, Level-headed has corrected me and said that they never died to a turret. So, I guess Raven didn't die to a turret, and Level-headed never died to a turret. Who took the most deaths? I think Abby still had the most deaths overall.
I think I'm the only one that died to a fan.
Yep.
I'm just a showman. I'm giving suspense.
Mm-hmm.
There is a trick Wave can do here, but it involves like blocking a door, and he's like way past it anyway.
It involves remembering how to solve the puzzle, as opposed to figuring out basically for the first time, it feels like.
Nah, you got this, man. You're gonna win.
The cube's gotta go somewhere. But that button's already been done. Wait, does that button open it up again?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, that's what I gotta do. Okay. Yep. I think the last playtime recorded was like 4 or 5 years ago, and that was literally just to like review the first few chambers again, and then go, no, it's alright, I'll play it again another time. Now we're green. Come along. Come on, me. Here we go. We got this. Easy peasy.
Wave
Still in the
almost
lead,
done
right?
with Chamber 18.
You
Well-
got this, Wave.
Well, to be fair, you are way ahead of me as I have not left the menu, so...
Boom. I win. Oh.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
no!
Uh-oh.
Death by goo! Death by
We've almost
goo,
got the
ball,
holy-
and turret.
The Holy Trinity has almost been achieved.
Yeah.
Right, probably don't want to go too crazy there. Let's just do that one. And then delicately go through.
Oh,
Nope.
delicately go back through again. There we go.
There we go. Wait, that's not it.
Yep, one more room, Wave, and then you have
Oh,
beaten
this-
Chamber 18. And we'll call
this-
it there
this
and move on to the
puzzle.
next category.
I think I remember this one. I'm orange, aren't I? Orange for the next one. Okay. There we go. Blue. Blue, blue, blue. Orange. Yeet.
Well done. Be
Thanks,
advised
GLaDOS.
that the next test
And
will
Wave
involve
has now
exposure to
completed
uninsulated
Chamber 18.
electrical parts that may be
My
used
boy.
as
So here we'll conclude the
For more information,
standard category run. So, to reiterate results, Abby in first place with a very technical speed run. Raven, just very well executed chamber solution and solving, in second place. level-headed in third place, still beating it quicker than most, I think. And Wave, more of the normal guy of the group. Not playing Portal as if he's played it 400 times like a weirdo. Instead, simply playing it as, I guess, Valve would have intended.
Indeed.
Okay. So, that's the conclusion of that category. So, we were going to probably do the advanced chambers. I'm wondering if maybe that would not be fair to Wave. After seeing how they've done the main game, with no disrespect, but if the advanced chambers are known for being a little harder than the normal ones, that was the idea. What I think, but you know what? Let's still do our other category, because this is a place where Wave, you might find it actually fairly easy to be competitive. So our category we're actually going to do instead of the advanced chambers. And also because that still took about an hour, so we actually don't have as much time to fill as I thought we might do. Thought we might be done with this in 15 minutes, you know. So our next category is the ability to place portals on any surface.
Nice.
So, Abby, just remind me, does this persist through level transitions?
Should.
Okay, so, step 1, everyone please press new game. And start up chamber 1 and immediately pause the game once you're in the game. Once you're in the chamber. Okay. Open up the console. And then type SV portal placement never fail 1. Yeah, it'll auto fill at a certain point. Portal _ placement never fail 1. Also, do you need SV cheats for this, Abby, or is it good?
Should be fine.
Okay, cool. Alright, cool. Right, once that's on, everyone, now, of course, as the console command would suggest, now you can place a portal on any surface. So, this will not meaningfully affect the run, of course, until you get the first portal gun. Wave, could you pause your game, please? Just slightly ahead of everyone else.
It won't make a difference.
it may or may not on this one. Who knows? So of course, you know, this trivializes most test chambers. But really, only once you get the dual portal device. When you have the single portal device, it only simplifies it a bit. So the big time saves will be found towards the end. And of course, some of these tricks that Abby was using don't even really solve the chamber anyway. And so there's a decent argument to be made that Abby is probably not going to be too advantaged by this, but this might even the playing field for Raven, Level-Headed, and Wave to not come in quite so far behind Abby. So we'll see. We'll see who takes this one. Maybe it'll be one of the dark horses taking this win here. Okay, so Wave, if you could remain paused for a minute. The other three of you can unpause, and I'll let you know when to unpause. Wave. Go ahead, Raven, unpause. There we go. Okay, go ahead, Wave. You can unpause now. Okay. We're probably a little tiny bit off in terms of timing, but, you know, it's okay.
Hello, and again, welcome to the Aperture Science Computer-Aided Enrichment Center. We hope your brief detention in the relaxation vault has been a pleasant one. Your specimen has been processed, and we are now ready to begin the test proper. Before we start, however, keep in mind that although fun and learning are the primary goals of all Enrichment Center activities, serious injuries may occur. For your own safety and the safety of others, please refrain from stand back. The portal will open in 3.
You can flush the toilet?
Wait, what? I never knew that.
One step ahead of you.
Wave choosing to flush the toilet rather than go through the portal post-haste. A new speedrun strategy, I think, being discovered right here. Toilet %, perhaps.
Excellent. proceed into the chamber.
Wave, the last one out of chamber 0, but no worries.
However, note the incandescent particles
As Abby
across the
and Raven are actually almost
science
neck and neck right now.
investigation grid will vaporize
Level-headed, just a
any
teeny tiny bit
unauthorized
behind.
equipment that passes
What?
through it. For instance, the Aperture Science weighted storage cube.
Can I beat this chamber? What?
Place the weighted storage
Should be right.
cube on the 1500 megawatt Aperture Science heavy duty super colliding super button.
Uh-oh.
Raven having some trouble with portal placement, perhaps as a result of this console command.
Me too.
What now?
Uh-oh. Well, this is interesting. How about we take that console command, set it back to 0, and then set it back to 1 after this chamber? It looks like it screws with the placement of the portal, I guess. There we go. Okay. So,
Was that the only one with that?
no, Abby had it too. But Wave is at...
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Wave is now ahead of everyone because of that glitch, by the way. Just so you know. That's
Wait, what?
interesting. Wave is now in first place.
We can't
So
have that.
This is good.
I want Wave to win this. Genuinely.
I've got this.
You got like 20 seconds on us. Use it wisely.
Wave now
Oh, yeah.
ahead of everyone else. Wave has the portal gun ahead of everyone else. Good job, Wave.
I am immortal.
Now remember, Wave, you can put a portal. You should be able to put a portal on any... Oh, you should put the console command back on, actually. Maybe you can't. You guys should put the console command back on if you haven't already, by the way. SV, portal placement, never fail.
That's a new trick I never heard before.
Okay, Raven has done a rare piece of tech known as crashing the game.
Well, that's good.
Gives me a huge advantage.
Remember, the Aperture Science Bring Your Daughter to Work Day is the perfect time to have her tested.
Oh, it's not actually on. That would be why it didn't bug out. Huh, weird.
Welcome to Test Chamber 4. You're doing quite well.
I know. No.
Once again, excellent.
Abby was in the lead, but has lost a bit of time to trying to get a bit clever with where these portals can be placed.
You will be entirely on your own. Good luck.
Raven, you intending to rejoin the race?
Mm-hmm. Yes. I will take it. I will accept the time loss.
Everyone now in Chamber 05. Wave a little bit quicker this time, I guess, through simply having completed these just a moment before. But Abby in the lead.
As part of a required test protocol, our
Wave
previous
putting a portal in a very
data
peculiar
suggested
place,
that
but
the
unfortunately it does
required
not help.
test chamber was an outright fabrication. Good job. As part of a required test protocol, we will stop enhancing the truth in 3, 2,
What is this?
Peek outside the elevator. See what mysteries before you.
While safety is one
Abby narrowly avoiding death by ball,
Oh, hang on.
whilst level-headed tries to find the cleverest way to beat this.
Let me in. Why not in? Oh, it's because I didn't trigger.
Wave not that far behind level-headed right now. Raven, you're not streaming, by the way.
Oops.
He is.
Warning devices are required on all mobile equipment. However, alarms and flashing hazard lights have been found to agitate the high-energy pellet and have therefore been
Got it.
disabled for your safety.
I just wanted to let everyone know, by the way, that we have now beaten the peak concurrent player count of Portal across Steam
go.
charts. So the next goal is to beat the concurrent player count on SteamDB.
Any contact with the chamber floor will result in an unsatisfactory mark on your official testing record, followed by death.
No.
Good luck.
Wave, our first death of this run.
Any contact with the chamber floor will result in an unsatisfactory
Don't wanna die.
mark on your official testing record, followed by death. Good luck.
Hey, what? There you go.
Very impressive. Please note that any appearance of danger is merely a device to enhance your testing experience.
Abby, well and truly in the lead again, being in Chamber 10.
Yo, what? I mean, I'm not surprised.
The Enrichment Center regrets to inform you that this
Wave only one chamber behind, though.
Make no attempt to solve it.
Oh, I have to actually solve this one.
How's a cool trick you can do? You can shoot a portal under the door, and you can like go into it.
What?
Like stand on the button, shoot a portal under the door frame, right in the middle.
The
Yeah,
Enrichment
jump into that
Center
portal. I think you can.
apologizes for this clearly broken
Then you can crouch jump back into the door. It takes a little bit of crouch jump into it. Yeah.
Yes.
There we
let's
go.
look at
Wave,
this.
Wave doing his first speedrun tech of the run and perhaps of his life.
True.
The
True.
Enrichment Center offers its most sincere apologies.
Abby about to pick up the dual portal device.
Solvable test environment.
This run,
Or
I think,
maybe-
I think this run really opens up once you get the dual portal device, and now you can just
To reiterate,
blitz through everything.
momentum.
Level-headed also about to pick up, perhaps, the dual portal device. Maybe.
That's actually smart tech. What the heck?
Spectacular. You appear to understand how a portal affects forward momentum.
Level-headed now, the second one, the dual portal device. Raven, it seems, having been lost within the depths of Aperture.
Momentum
Still not able to see how his run works.
is conserved between portals. In layman's terms, speedy thing goes in.
I could
speedy
be anywhere.
You could be anywhere. All we know is you're not streaming, sadly. How will the
No,
masses... How will... No, you're not, no.
Whoops.
Yep. Okay, here we go.
The Enrichment Center promises to always provide a safe testing environment. In dangerous testing environments, the Enrichment Center promises to always provide useful advice. For instance, the floor here will kill you.
There you go. Raven's stream is now added to the docket. Raven picking up the dual portal device, I think.
Yep.
Is level-headed... How did level-headed... Oh, no, I was incorrect. Level-headed is still ahead. So it's Abby, level-headed, and then Raven. Raven, unfortunately, losing... Abby now having trouble with portals not doing as they're supposed to. Raven losing a bit of time loss to Gabe Newell tripping over a cable. Level-headed our second death of the run. Death by ball.
Oh, Raven, the door needs to be open for that to work.
Oh, fair enough.
This game's too easy. It's almost as if like this command is like cheat codes.
Yeah.
Device has been modified so
And Wave as a dual portal device. Everyone now has the dual portal device.
as part of an optional
Level-headed still one chamber ahead of Raven, but only just now one chamber behind Abby.
Wait, portal bumping doesn't work. It's actually so over.
Abby trying something strange here.
That doesn't work.
Losing a bit of time to a trick that doesn't seem to work in with this console command on. Abby doing the most amount of conventional puzzle solves we've seen her do all day. Seeing as a lot of the tricks don't seem to function properly with this command on.
There's no way, man.
Of course, a classic bit of portal stepping here is on the table. And Abby has just placed a portal inside of a portal. Somehow.
Well, the portal placement never fails.
That's true.
I actually don't know what happens if you like go into both portals at once.
Well,
You can do that?
it might mean another... Oh, that's
Yeah.
interesting. Raven discovering new tech as we go along, teaching Abby a few things.
Oops. Oh, what? Okay.
And Raven
Oh,
getting
okay.
the same problem of shooting a portal inside his portal.
Oh, shit.
Because we heard he likes portals, but narrowly escaping a goo death.
And a ball death.
This next test could take a very,
Oi.
very long time.
Oh,
Okay.
Raven finds an optimal place up. Abby in the turret chamber. Level-headed, about a couple seconds behind Raven, really. Wave getting a bit ambitious with the meaning of portal placement never failing.
I thought I could put it like on the grate, but it won't let me. That's really sad. Hmm.
Raven trying to skip past the initial door of the turret chamber, sadly not having a lot of luck. Abby pushing ahead into chamber 17. Level-headed, now literally seconds behind Raven. Result of Raven not seeming to get a lot done with the door. Level-headed, doing this a little bit the old-fashioned way. Raven having cube troubles, and then turret troubles, whilst Abby flings herself through the companion cube chamber. Raven now still just really a few steps ahead of level-headed.
We can no longer lie to you. When the testing is over, you will be missed.
Wave again, seeing what does portal placement never failing mean, and finding a good place to get around it. Very good. Raven, doing something here with the glass. I don't really know what's going on, but he's doing something interesting.
Let the man cook. He's got something.
Level-headed, finishing knocking over the turrets.
Center is committed to the well-being of all.
Playing this chamber a little more conventionally than either Raven or Abby did, actually.
Conclusion of the test. Thank you for helping us help.
Propelled by the turret bullets into the elevator quicker, too. A piece of, I'm sure, very intentional tech. Abby now in the final room of Chamber 18. But Raven not actually that far behind. It really does look like being able to put a portal anywhere has evened the gap. This is considering that Raven had a bit of a disadvantage here from having the initial crash.
Never actually played this with this cheat on. It's way more fun than I imagined.
Yeah. This, of course, being only your second time playing Portal.
True, true.
Raven, famous Portal never player.
Oh. Wave having an interesting idea there.
What? Just got gooed.
Abby, in fact, did just get gooed. Oh, gooed again.
Oops.
Whoopsie daisy.
And Wave too. So Wave and Abby both thoroughly gooed.
Wait, I blocked. I have a bad save.
Uh-oh. Abby has F6'd in the goo,
Uh-oh.
having to restart all of Chamber 19. That means Raven is now seconds behind Abby, actually. Raven, and Abby has gooed herself again, just as Raven does the same.
Oh no, I see the issue.
Our first and second place people are beginning to goo themselves quite a bit. Abby, carefully portal stepping through this area.
Oh no.
Level-headed and Raven both gooed. Abby almost through the fire chamber now. Being burnt by the fire, though. As she fails a jump out of the portal and gets fired.
Oh no, oh
And
no,
fails
oh,
it
no.
again. Level-headed now now all the way in Chamber 19.
World's first death by fire.
Abby now in the BTS sections of Chamber 19.
What?
Raven thinking, I wonder how portals
What?
work.
Ooh,
Oh,
cool.
and Wave finding a little cubbyhole to get trapped into.
I thought I might be able to teleport back. It doesn't work like that.
Raven now beating now in the BTS sections of Chamber 19, meaning Raven is now still in the same map as Abby, at least right now. That lead is shrinking a bit. There was an opportunity there for Raven to probably take the lead if only he'd managed the portal stepping a little better. Abby escaping from Chamber 19 completely and into Escape 00. Raven still not very far behind, but just a little too far behind perhaps to make up the difference, unless Abby has bad luck with another placement somewhere. Level-headed making their way through the portal stepping area of Chamber 19. As Wave completes another chamber.
As Gaben intended again.
Yep. Wave now in the turret chamber.
It has been replaced with a live fire course designed for military androids. The Enrichment Center apologizes for the inconvenience.
Level-headed looking themselves in the portal and wondering, is this really all we're here for? Now in the portal stepping section, Level-headed may see an opportunity here, but unfortunately fizzles their portal by firing at an invalid surface. Remember guys, the portal placement not failing only works on brush surfaces. If you do it on a model, it will fizzle your portal. So be very careful where you place your portals, folks. Wave still making short work of the turrets. As Raven now also in Escape 00. But Abby entering the start of Escape 01.
What the heck?
Oh, that's not working. What?
Abby, trapped somewhere, has soft-locked herself. Out of bounds, unfortunately.
guys want to do something funny, holy.
Raven still has an opportunity. Wave, proving that even without a blocker to placing a portal, turrets and bullets are still quite deadly. And places a portal within itself. As Gaben intended,
No.
I'm sure. Raven trying to find a way to get out of here quickly. He's now in escape 01, which means he is again not far behind Abby.
I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
It seems no one here today knows the trick where you simply walk up to the turret door and it opens itself early. Raven fizzling his portal, but now in a very similar... Now where Abby was about 20 seconds ago. If he can keep up some degree of momentum, he really does have a shot here. But it would require Abby to make a mistake, and she's not making a lot of them now that she's in the BTS chambers. Level-Headed, meanwhile, has successfully broken out of Chamber 19 and is in the BTS segments. Wave deciding if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Beating this chamber the way it was intended. Fizzling, however, his portal on the corners there a bit. But managing to defeat another turret. Whilst Abby makes her way through the last part of Escape 01. But Raven is literally in the same room as Abby right now, because Abby is messing up on portal placement. And Raven has got the lead! Raven is now ahead of Abby. Raven now in Escape 02. The problem is, as soon as Abby gets to GLaDOS, Raven has to beat GLaDOS normally. Abby has a strategy to beat her more quickly. So Raven has two options: to get there so quickly that he can beat her conventionally, or to try the same tactic that Abby did in her previous run, but for the first time. It's a bit of a chance, folks, but Raven now almost at GLaDOS, whilst Abby only now entering turret hell.
Android, the Enrichment Center once again reminds you that Android Hell is a real place where you will be sent at the first sign of defiance.
Raven looking to get into GLaDOS' chamber as quickly as possible, ends up doing it a bit slower than maybe if he just walked.
Companion cube in 3, 2, 1.
Raven going to have to beat GLaDOS conventionally. Abby setting up for her trick with the turret means that she might just about take this.
Most likely, yeah.
There's still a little chance here depending on how quickly Abby can pull off this trick. Wave, death by ball. The companion cube not proving itself all that companionable. As Level-Headed enters into Escape 00, I think. Abby not having a lot of luck so far. Meaning Raven is still actually ahead by having destroyed the first core. Now if only... Oh, and Abby fizzles her turret, meaning she has to set up again. Execution of this trick is going to mean the difference. Abby able to get some of the cores of this trick, but has she got all of them?
All of them.
She's got all of them. Apart from the one that falls off scripted, I think.
To ensure the safe performance of all authorized activities, do not destroy vital testing apparatus.
It's going to be close, folks. Abby is destroying the cores, but Raven is actually, strictly speaking, ahead in terms of the boss fight. Morality core escaping Abby a little bit. But if she can destroy all this in one intelligence incinerator cycle, then she's probably just about going to take it. And that's it. Abby has defeated GLaDOS, just about snatching the win from Raven by probably about a minute tops. Raven actually ahead of Abby for the back half of this run, through better execution of the tricks available now with this console command. And there we go, Abby has taken the win. First place. But Raven really only a minute behind this time. The gap between them much smaller.
The Enrichment Center urges you to disregard its advice.
And Raven has defeated GLaDOS, our second place contender. Abby hasn't even watched the cake cutscene yet. That's how close these two were on this run. Level-headed doing the final.
Well played, Abby. Well played. Worthy opponent.
Level-headed doing.
Keep in mind, this is my second time playing Portal 1, so.
Yeah, yeah. Level-headed doing the final part of Escapo 1. As Wave completes Chamber 17, completely legit. Quite a bit quicker than he did before, actually.
I remember how to solve this one now. Oh, I could have used these.
Indeed, I was about to say, you remember how to solve the chamber, but you don't remember you could just portal up there.
You know,
Classic Wave.
The award for best sportsmanship probably goes to Wave, I think. There we go, and Raven has witnessed the hoop. Places second. And Level-headed is now in Escapo 2. Wave is soft locked, maybe.
Flash up into it. Oh, uh-oh. Yeah, guys, remember the trick I taught you?
I got this. We're out.
Perfect.
Amazingly, Wave using a trick he learned only earlier in the run to unsoftlock himself and then beat Chamber 17 in a record time for him. In fact, Wave might get all the way to the BTS by the time Level-headed defeats GLaDOS. Level-headed having only now just defeated Turret Hell.
The experiment is nearing its conclusion.
So Wave is now quite a bit ahead of where he was before.
Required to remind you that you will be baked, and then there will be cake.
Remember, Wave, you can be cheeky with these portal placements.
You can put them anywhere. It's exciting. Where do I go? Ooh.
Let's see how Wave is doing.
We've got this. Look at this.
You got this, Wave. You got this.
Well done.
Wave beating Chamber 18, now ahead of his previous record at least.
I'm thinking with portals now.
Wave is going to see Chamber 19 for the first time in today's run. Abby watching Still Alive. Raven also. Level-headed looking to defeat GLaDOS. Again, the old-fashioned way.
Welcome to the final test. When you are done, you will drop the device in the Equipment Recovery Annex. Enrichment Center regulations require both hands to be empty before any cake.
Wave deciding to do a little bit of portal stepping, it seems. Oh, a little too close. A little too close to the ground, though. No, that's back where you came from, Wave. Oh! Oh, and he's good.
I will learn this trick,
Welcome to the final test.
or I'll just solve the puzzle.
You will drop the
And level-headed.
in the equipment
I think this is the
Oh,
final
no.
GLaDOS core.
This could be really easy.
No,
to
okay, the second to final GLaDOS core.
to be empty before any case.
solve. Me.
Okay. Wave. On the platform. Level-headed, dealing with the final GLaDOS core. There we go. Level-headed about to wrap up their run. The incinerator goes on, the core goes in, and GLaDOS is dead, level-headed having defeated GLaDOS. Level-headed taking our third placement again, but Wave about to break out of Aperture for the first time.
Oh my god!
Cake! It looks beautiful.
Rest assured that there is absolutely no chance of a dangerous equipment malfunction prior to your victory incandescence. Thank you for
Oh, I could just go straight in there. very
That
quickly,
placement
that's
may
nice.
not help you, Wave. That placement, however, very well could. And in he goes. Wave has now broken out of BTS for the first time today. Excellent stuff, Wave.
We are pleased that you made it
Good job, Wave.
to the challenge.
We
Now
did
let's
it.
see, now
We're
let's
in-
see Wave beat the rest of this chamber, and then we'll conclude our second category of portals anywhere.
We are throwing a party in honor of your tremendous success.
I don't know where to go.
Place the device on the ground, then lie on your stomach with your arms
That
at
you
your
should-
sides.
I think you're supposed to open the door.
A party associate
Am I?
will arrive shortly
No, behind you. The other
Yeah,
way.
you're supposed to open the door. Go back to the white room. And climb up the staircase, you'll see a door.
Oh.
Portal games with a normal door?
I have not
Impossible.
played this for a long, long time. Ah, there we go. Yep.
See, now we're playing Half-Life pretty much.
Got it.
First of appearance of a door in video games.
Aw.
Look at this maniac demolishing this game.
Oh, whoops.
My goat.
Up there? Up here? Along there? Let's go here. Why not? Or not? Ah!
Still record time. Don't worry,
This is my
Wave, you got
PB.
this.
This is my PB. Just opening the backtrack. Hmm. That's keyboard.
Wave deciding that at this point, speedrunning is more of an optional part of today's challenges, as opposed to a necessary component of of the stream.
Level-headed said the hoop was on fire again.
This is first time's Wave. This is the
Interesting.
first time Wave is playing this game, okay?
Level-headed, somehow managing to manifest fire on their hoops.
Let's go. Exciting ride. Ooh. It's like Portal 2 again. Down.
Okay, the test is over now. You win. Go back to the recovery annex for your cake.
Oh.
It was a fun test, and we're all impressed at how much you won. The test is over. Come back.
I won lots.
Wave heading into the final area of the Chamber 19 BTS.
Oh, there's a portable surface. Oh, hang on, it doesn't matter, does it? What
No,
am I
it
doing?
does not. You can, in fact, go anywhere you like, Wave. Your imagination is the only factor here. Well, and that's also a model, so that won't work.
Oh, that's a pain.
Your imagination and whether or not it's a model, unfortunately.
You can do this, Wave. You can do this.
Up we go. Lift.
Oh,
It didn't take me anywhere. Well, this looks nice and dangerous. Let's go this way.
does make you wonder what the purpose of these pistons might be.
To crush people.
This is
Very
a good
important
area.
that these pistons go up and down, and that's it. Wave almost done with Chamber 19's BTS segment. Here we go.
Yay!
And Wave is now done with Chamber 19 BTS. Very good.
We did it.
Okay, everyone, we're going to conclude the speedrunning segments here. So the winner of both runs, Abby. The second place of both runs, Raven. The third place, Level-Headed. But the award for best sportsmanship, of course, going to Wave, who beat most of the Portal Anywhere challenge normally, without using portals anywhere. So, very well behaved there, I think. So, for the last half hour or so of this stream, I'm going to do a little play of Portal now. I have installed a bunch of zany mods. I'm moving the stream over right now, in fact. I've played a bunch of fun mods, installed a bunch of fun mods, which should make this a little more interesting than just watching Portal again. We'll see. I'll share my screen for the benefit of my developers. Make sure OBS is streaming my Portal. Yes, it is. And here we go. Let's go right ahead and play a bit of Portal. Let's see. Oh, here we go. See, I installed Westy from the LG team. Lambda Gen made a little pack of things for the Remember Portal thing, so I've got those here. I've got a couple of fun mods and then a couple of whatever mods. We'll see how long it takes for the first of these fun mods to reveal itself. Should take about a minute, according to that timer on the wall there. It's kind of crazy to actually be playing Portal myself after just watching four people play it for an hour and a half.
Hello, and again, welcome to the Aperture Science Computer Aided Enrichment Center. We hope your brief
I just watched
detention
6 hours of Portal, in
has been a
theory.
pleasant one. Your specimen has been processed, and we are now ready to begin the test proper. Before we start, however, keep in mind that although fun and learning are the primary goals of all Enrichment Center activities, serious injuries may occur. For your own safety and the safety
I mean, hopefully these mods
of
worked,
others,
but
please refrain
seeing as
from
Westy's worked, I think all the other ones will probably work.
Stand back.
Okay.
The portal will open in 3, 2, 1.
Alright, cool.
Sick.
Yo.
That is very sick.
Dark and gritty beta.
Yeah.
The dork and gritty.
Cylinders are, of course, a more efficient means of puzzle solving than cubes are.
Excellent. Please proceed into the chamber lock after completing each test.
Huh.
And
First,
emancipators
however,
that are
note
green
the
are
incandescent
better.
particle field across
something.
the exit.
I don't have a clever line for all of these. I kind of just it was either Garfield or My Little Pony Chell or it was going to be Furry Chell, and I decided Garfield was the most appropriate today.
Please place the weighted
Garfield
storage
is always the
cube
most
on
appropriate.
1500 megawatt Aperture Science heavy duty.
Oh, Garfield, let's go.
Right,
Let's
grab
go
the
Team
portal
Lasagna.
cylinder.
Perfect. Please move quickly to the chamber lock as
There
the
we go.
effects of prolonged exposure to the button are not part of this test.
I think that's just behind my PB.
Maybe. Wave may be slightly ahead of where I would be in this run right now.
The suspense is killing me. I gotta see that portal gun.
It's not that interesting, I'm afraid. It's because Westy already did something to it in his pack and I didn't want to override it. It's a little different actually though, there is something a little different about it.
rejuvenation grill, which may, in semi-rare cases, emancipate dental fillings, crowns, tooth enamel, and teeth.
It's a lot harder to find zany Portal mods than it is for Half-Life 1. That was a lot easier to do when I played Half-Life 1. Okay,
This
so
is a
we,
call for the community to make Shrek mods quickly.
Yep. I've actually got a Portal reanimation mod, which I did not know was really a thing, to be honest. So,
Oh, I guess thrust it forwards.
Do not touch the operational end of the device. Do not look directly at the operational end of the device. Do not submerge the device in liquid, even partially.
hashtag remember Portal. I hope you guys watching have had Portal open this whole time. Even if you were playing it, even if you were listening in.
Please proceed to the chamber lock. Mind the gap. Well done. Remember, the
Wave.
amateur science bring your daughter to work
what?
day is the perfect time to have her tested.
I see you.
It didn't close. It just decided to have a rest. It's back. It's alright. I'm doing my part.
Welcome to test chamber.
What's that on the
You're
button?
doing quite well.
Beautiful.
Yeah, cylinders actually does make
Oh,
this harder,
God.
by the way, because they roll.
Required test protocol. We will not monitor the next test chamber. You will be entirely on your own. Good luck.
Was there anything else? Oh, there is something else. We need to get to the turret chamber. We need to get to at least the turret chamber. That's important.
Does the portal gun still have the missing texture hand?
I don't know. Maybe. I'm not
Like,
sure.
look up and
Missing
down
texture on it?
quickly. I don't think so. No, they got rid of it. Oh,
No, it's
there
still
it is.
there.
There it is. Yes.
There it is.
Classic.
Good,
Very important.
good.
Yeah, this is not going to be easier with cylinders, by the way.
As part of a required test protocol, our previous statement
Garfield
suggested
with
that
the
we would not monitor
portal gun.
this chamber
There he
was
goes.
an outright fabrication. Good job.
He's
We
looking
love
for
our
the
boy
lasagna.
Of a required
He will
test
be rewarded with
protocol,
lasagna at the
we
end.
will stop enhancing the truth in 3.
The lasagna is a lie.
I do also have some mods for GLaDOS and the Portal cores, so maybe we'll just... Maybe let's see if I can beat Portal before 6 PM. Let's see if I can do that. It might be possible. The quickest I beat this game in ever before was 45 minutes. So... beta ball catcher launcher thingy. That's the one that Triumphs is based off of, and the catcher is not based off of that.
Subject homebound here.
Boop, 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 boop. $6 PM is strictly speaking when we don't need to be streaming anymore.
Warning devices
But,
are required on all mobile equipment. However, alarms and flashing hazard lights have been found to agitate. Good. Now use the aperture science unstationary scaffold to reach the chamber.
There we go. I may not know many tricks, but I do more or less know these test chambers. More or less. Once we get to chamber 18, we might be in trouble.
Please note that we have added a consequence for failure. Any contact with the chamber floor will result in an unsatisfactory mark on your official testing record, followed by death. Good luck.
The trick that Abby did was she jumped up there, jumped on that little thing there, and then jumped across. Which I've tried to do before, but I'm not good enough to do it. So
I died to the ball while doing it. Like,
Yeah.
twice.
yeah, got bowled over.
I'm bowling.
The Enrichment Center regrets to inform you that this next test is impossible. Make no attempt to solve it.
Impossible, eh?
Fantastic. You remained resolute and resourceful in an atmosphere of extreme pessimism. Hello again. To reiterate, previous one. Momentum. Spectacular. You appear to understand how a portal affects forward momentum, or to be more precise, how it does not. Momentum, a function of mass and velocity, is conserved between portals. In layman's terms, speedy thing goes in, speedy thing comes out.
Here we go. Doing not bad so far. I still got 17 minutes to get to the end of the game. Not exactly world record pace, I should think.
It's better than my pace.
The Enrichment Center promises to always provide a safe testing environment. In dangerous testing environments, the Enrichment Center promises to always provide useful advice. For instance, the floor here will kill you. Try to avoid it.
What?
That's a
What?
That's a trick.
Do that?
That's a trick I do know. It's probably the only trick I readily know, by the way.
What? You can...
Device has been
Huh?
modified so that it can now manufacture 2 linked portals at once. As part
What?
of an
What?
optional test protocol,
Yep.
we are pleased
There
to
is
the device
a
will
little
handle
tiny,
many organs
teeny
and
tiny
provide
little surface you can
impulse
shoot a
every
portal
morning.
on top of there.
Subject phone out. Here.
So you can go across there and it's a little quicker, obviously. Means you don't have to solve the ball.
Damn.
That is a good trick.
That was like, I lost so much time, like, in my first time there.
I lost so much time everywhere.
No, you were record pace, you were all above us, you know? You may have not won the speed run, but you have won our hearts.
Now I do not. I don't fancy this. I don't fancy this fling, considering that it's a cylinder. I'll be honest
Do
with
it.
you. Fuck. Goddamn. All right. Okay. Da 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 da. Right. Whatever. That fling is that fling of that cube is a lot easier to do when it's actually a cube.
It was always a cylinder.
Yeah. So yeah. What if you get your cylinder trapped in a Pringles can? If you guys want to,
You
you guys want to see something else interesting? There you go. You can shoot one on there as well. In fact, you can also shoot one. Oh, this might be a little harder for me to do.
Will be dispatched to revive you with peptic salve and adrenaline.
There we go. There's no benefit to doing either of those, by the way. It's just interesting. Oh. Wait, it's good catch.
As part of a previously mentioned required test protocol, we can no longer lie to you. When the testing is over, you will be missed.
See, I'm not going to do this the Abbey way. I'm going to do this the way that is sensible for someone of my skill level.
That they may be informed of applicable regulatory compliance issues. No further compliance information is required or will be
There we go.
provided, and you are an excellent test subject.
Definitely did that quicker than Abby did it. I'll say that.
Would have been cool if I like hit the trick.
Mm-hmm.
The Enrichment Center is committed to the well-being of all participants. Take and brief counsel
That wasn't
until
very...
the event
What was I even
and the
doing there? I
conclusion
didn't achieve
of the
anything.
test. Thank you for helping us help you help us all.
Here's another interesting one for you. The Emancipator trigger doesn't go on this side here, so you can just do that. Not that it benefits you at all. Did you know you can also do that behind the ball launcher? It also does not benefit you at all, by the way. You know what? Maybe I can just... I don't really know how to do that one properly, I'll be honest. Let's just do this the wave way. There we go. Do this the way that Gaben intended. Do do do. Whoa! Okay. Went the wrong way. Wrong portal. Not what I meant to do. So what one's up there? The orange one. Right, okay. Blue one here. Boop. I went through it too quickly. Might be stuck here for a minute. There we go. And then I'm just going to do this. Am I going the right way? Ah! Damn. First death. Okay, let's try this again. This time it's a blue portal. No. I'm going in with too much velocity. I just need to do this. Or not.
Oh.
Maybe I could do that thing that Abby was doing with the... No, you can't do the portal bump there, I guess. Just gotta do this normally, I guess. Right. I'm going in with too much velocity. I'm doing that thing where I crouch jump in and look down. That's how you have to beat
Is
most...
Wave in the lead now?
That's how you have to beat most puzzles in Prelude, unfortunately. There we go. Fine. Okay, save here. Boom. By the way, you can crawl in there. There's no player clip, just so you guys know. That way. Boom. There we go. Okay, cool. And then I can just do this. Can I do this quickly enough? I don't know if I can, to be honest. I may not be able to. What? I don't think I've got enough height now. What? No, I have. Okay, that's fine. There we go. Blah, blah, blah. I'm glad you've learned something, Sonia. Off in the chat.
Due to mandatory scheduled maintenance, the appropriate chamber for this testing sequence is currently unavailable. It has been replaced with a live fire course designed for military androids. The Enrichment Center apologizes for the inconvenience and wishes you the best of luck.
Turrets.
Ooh.
Are a bit freaky.
Oh. They are interesting.
Huh. That is such a cool sound.
Fleshy.
There we go.
Florets.
We love them. We love them, don't we, Wave?
They are beautiful. Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
This is...
First death by turret?
Yeah, sadly.
I don't feel quite so bad now.
Wave is at record pace right now.
Okay, let's try it again. There we go.
Oh, hey. The cylinder helped you this time. Oh,
There we go.
Smackdown.
Wait! No! Ah. I'm being too clever with it. Wave kind of proving that the sensible way to beat this chamber is to not play silly buggers. Okay. Oh.
That's one way of doing it.
I'll take that. Thank you.
Mine.
Oh, they've got eyeballs on the gun. That's
Ah!
wonderfully disgusting.
Damn. Eyeballs on
Feels
the...
like a coagulation turret.
It does, yeah, no, it's freaky. I should really just beat this chamber normally, I'll be honest with you. I'm gaining nothing trying to do this cleverly, so...
I can recommend
Yeah, but
that
it looks
strategy.
cool.
It's good.
Would you rather be boring, or would you rather be cool and flashy? And die a couple times?
And that's Cylinder doing in the work.
Cylinder coming in clutch.
I keep forgetting your
Once
Garfield.
again reminds you that Android
I just see like Garfield in the distance run away around the pole.
Garfield murdering a bunch of flesh turrets.
Yeah.
Fantastic. That's the way it's meant to be.
This is actual Garfield canon, by the way.
This is why he hates Mondays, you know?
The vital apparatus
It's the companion cylinder.
Oh, yeah.
Companion,
I
you should have
remember
been a tub of lasagna. Is it gonna be different?
It's got a big, cute little pink lines on it.
Please take care of it.
I will not take care of it, I'm afraid. I'm about to make it do this.
The symptoms most commonly produced by enrichment center testing are superstition, perceiving inanimate objects as alive, and hallucinations. The enrichment center reminds you that the weighted companion...
Oh,
Load of rubbish, mate.
The symptoms most commonly produced by enrichment center testing are superstition, perceiving inanimate objects as alive, and hallucinations. The enrichment center
Oh,
reminds
you-
that the weighted companion cube...
that sneaky little bugger.
You son of a gun!
The symptoms most commonly produced
That
by
new
enrichment
fizz box is
center
really putting in some
testing
work
are
there.
superstition,
It's beautiful.
Perceiving inanimate objects as alive, and hallucinations. The enrichment center
Yeah, this
reminds
probably-
you
I
that
probably-
the
this would
weighted
not be as hard if
companion cube will
I was
never
not using a
physically stab
cylindrical
you
one.
and, in fact, cannot speak.
I know there's a way to skip pretty much all of this, but...
To ensure the
I have a good
safe
idea.
performance of all authorized activities, do not destroy vital testing
Boop,
apparatus.
boop, 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 bop, bop. Do something like this. Like that. Almost. I need one more camera. Hang on. One more camera?
Got a prop jump.
Oh yeah, there's some cameras. See, I don't know how to prop jump, so sadly we're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way.
You can portal bump if you want.
It's alright, this'll do. That'll do her. Right. There we go. Now I can get back. Hooray! Skip the balls.
Balls to the balls.
You did it. The weighted companion cube
You
certainly
did
brought
it.
you good luck. However, it
The weighted
cannot
companion
accompany you for
cylinder.
the rest of the test and, unfortunately, must be euthanized.
Bye-bye.
Euthanized your
Get cooked,
faithful
Can.
companion cube more quickly than any test subject on record. Congratulations.
I definitely cooked that can pretty quickly.
3 minutes to reach GLaDOS. You got this.
Right, well, now we're in chamber 18, where this is the one I don't actually know any tricks, so
Is required to remind you that you will be back.
Remember what Abby did.
I remember
It's a
what
good
Abby
trick.
did.
Falling in the goo.
Yeah. I'll try spinning. That's a good trick. It's fine. Abby, I think, grabbed a prop from here and jammed the door with it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I grabbed the
water bottle.
computer.
Yep, that'll do. I've never done this trick before, by the way. I have seen it on
Ooh, it
YouTube
looks-
a lot of times, but
It looks water cooled. That's nice. Got a little AIO in there.
you guys remember the Portal computer that you could win when Portal came out?
Yo, really?
I
Oh,
actually do.
that was a great jump.
Oh.
Someone said the companion tube. Very good. No!
Uh-oh. It's over. It's over. Run's dead.
Get me! Okay. Okay, well, that's a great placement. A portal is what I've just realised there. Great. Cool. No!
Solid portaling.
Oh, it's not good. At this rate, it might have been quicker if I did this normally. No, they should just stop. I should stop being allowed to play this game. I think. Right there. Right there. No. There. Okay, look at Garfield looking up at himself. Okay, it's fine. Look, I have played this game before. I can... yeah, I have played this game before. Just to be clear here. Is there like an easier place I could be doing this? Ah! Okay, cool, good. That's fine. Don't worry about it.
Boom. Got it.
Okay, cool. And then I assume it's this door over here that I need to jam.
You got this, Kralik.
I think I'm gonna assume I need to put this at like an angle on the door so that it falls through the door, like that.
Yeah.
No, not like that.
You can like, yeah. Oh, that's good. That's a good angle. Oh no, it's a bad angle now.
We'll get there. Have faith.
It's good. It's good. No.
Nope.
Oh. Oh.
Let him cook.
I think this is more microwaving than cooking right now.
Yeah, I'm not a lot of cooking going on here today. Managed to hurt myself with that one somehow. Okay. Ah! Come on! Oh! This is why I'm not a speedrunner. Ah! Okay. Alright, it's good. Okay, now we'll do a quick save here.
Great say, yeah.
So I have a few tries at this.
The other timeline where you did not quick save and you regret it.
Okay, is that gonna work? Okay. Now I need to...
Shut it.
Hey!
And you need to get over to the other side. And like shoot a portal towards the light, yeah.
Oh!
Oh.
Are you
Oh,
kidding me?
Unlucky.
I forgot to tell you that.
Unlucky.
Unbelievable behavior at this point.
Sucks to suck, I guess. Was the portal got reanimated?
Yes, it is. It didn't barely last any time that time. Yeah, it is reanimated, that's right. Yeah. Gonna create a save here, in fact, if you can believe it.
Easy.
Oh my god! It's not lasting like any time at all this time. Is it because I need to do a portal up here maybe instead? Or am I like flinging past it? No. That doesn't work. Because then I just go flying out the window. Okay. Oh. Almost had it. Almost had it. This is still probably quicker, by the way, than if I'd done this normally, because I'm not very good at this chamber at all.
Just watching the computer get yeeted.
Alright, Levelhead. See ya.
See ya, Levelheaded. Thank you for taking part, Levelheaded.
Wishes you good luck with the basic components of the game.
Thanks, Levelheaded.
Alright. Bye-bye.
What?
Oh,
That's not fair.
it has phased into the door. It's become one with the door. That is art.
Interesting.
It's become
Okay.
a universal union.
You know what I think it is? I think it's because it's very close. I think that's probably why. I'm gonna do this, and hopefully I fly into the camera. No, okay.
And the
Probably
TV.
reposition the computer maybe.
No, don't need to do that, because I win an epic. I'm afraid that's just the truth of the matter. All I do is win, win, win every day. There we go. Thank you. Boom, boom, boom. Hang on. Hang on. We're getting there. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
The dizzy puzzle.
This is my favorite momentum puzzle in Portal. I love the flying up and down.
Touch fuzzy, get dizzy.
Boom! Successfully did 2 speedrunning tricks in today's run. Just so you guys know, I'm extremely cool.
Kralik, known speedrunner.
Yeah, exactly. Beat the chambers quickly. Do the speedrun quicker.
His prime he held 15 world records.
I actually plan to beat all of them in this stream. As soon as we're done with this, which makes it look like I'm worse at the game than I am, I'm going to beat every single record in the same stream in 10 seconds. I struggle a little bit with this part of it, actually. See, this is the bit I struggle with. I struggle with the bit where you face the fire pit. A bit.
Remain safely operational up to 4,000 degrees Kelvin. Rest assured that there is
See, I don't actually have visibility on the pit from here.
Malfunction prior to your victory incandescence.
Oh,
Close.
bugger.
Welcome to the final test. When you are done, you will drop the device in the equipment
What the-
recovery annex.
What the flip? There we go.
Boom.
That's an orange portal. Right, blue one. No! No, get back in!
That's the
No!
Lucky.
Welcome to the final test. When you are done, you will drop the device in the equipment recovery
Yeah, alright.
annex. Enrichment center regulations require both hands to be empty before
No, let's have that. Oh, I was in the thing there. Oh, buggery.
Welcome to the final test. When you are done, you will drop the device in the equipment recovery annex.
Easy.
Enrichment center regulations require both
No.
hands to be empty before
Not easy.
Oh, I almost made it, Vlad. Almost. Come on.
Welcome to the final test.
Up.
When you are done, you
Up.
will drop the device
When I'm done, I will
in the
do
recovery
the
annex.
fucking thing, apparently. Come on. Almost there.
No pressure.
When you are done, you will drop the device in the equipment recovery annex.
Okay, cool, I'm in the right place.
Enrichment center
Doing okay.
regulations require
No,
both
no,
hands
no,
to
no,
be
no, no, no,
empty
get back in.
before
Get back in.
any
Oh. Get. Almost there as well.
Welcome to the final test. When you are done,
So
you
the
will drop
final
the
test.
device
Drop the
in
device
equipment
in
recovery
the
annex.
annex. Oh.
Enrichment center regulations.
Oh. That's not fair.
Welcome to the final test. When you are done, you will drop the device in the
This is actually a
equipment
speedrun for how many
recovery
times
annex.
can I hear GLaDOS say the same line?
Require both hands to
Sometimes you get fired out the portal when you're doing this stuff.
Welcome to the final test.
I actually don't know why.
You will drop the device in the equipment
The
recovery
portal
annex.
tries to push you out
Enrichment
when it like
center
fizzles.
regulations require both hands to be
Ah, no, 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 no. Wait. Dude, I was so close.
Welcome to the final test.
Almost
When
there.
you are done, you will drop the device in the equipment recovery annex.
I used to be a lot better at this. I haven't done this in a long time.
Regulations require both hands to be empty before any cake.
Okay, this should be easy now. Boom. Well, I say it should be easy, but it's not going to
The
be.
test is now over. All aperture technologies remain safely operational up to 4,000 degrees Kelvin. Rest assured
Need to be careful
that there
here.
is absolutely no chance
There we go.
of a dangerous equipment malfunction prior to
There we go.
victory's incandescence. Thank you for participating in this Aperture Science computer-aided enrichment activity. Goodbye.
Boom.
What are you doing? Stop it. Here, please.
Ooh, careful, not into the fan blade. Thank you. Excuse me. Thank you. I need to be up there. Well, that's not a great angle to do it from, is it? Okay. Okay, that's fine. Oh. No, it just... fine. There we go. Okay. Did you know that when you go up here, it's actually a funk move linear that pushes you up? A funk door, even, that pushes you up there. You can
Oh,
jam
is
it.
that a push?
You can jam it with a physics prop,
Okay,
and then
the
you'll get
test is
soft
over
lock.
now. You win. Go back to the recovery annex for your cake.
Very
It's a good
funny.
speedrunning trick.
It
Soft
was
lock
a
yourself.
fun
Yeah, it's a great
test,
speedrunning
and
trick.
We're all impressed at how much you won. The test is over. Come back.
Here's another fun little tidbit. I might not be able to do this on command on a stream. Like right there. There's like a bit up here where basically you can portal in there if you want to. Of course you're not supposed to be able to, but you know, you can if you want.
Hey, did that faster than me?
Okay. Oh. There we go. Oh, we're 11 minutes past the goal, but we're almost there.
Almost there. Let's do it.
You don't actually need to be in here. Oh, well, here's maybe I can show something. I can show something fun here as well, which is a bit silly. And in there. Maybe. Is this where I need to be? No, this is not where I need to be. Nope, I do not need to be in here. Oh, it's that one I need to be on top of. That's right. Right, here's a fun one for you.
Huh.
Because they're not unbreakable, so you can break every
Break on.
padlock and, you know, nothing happens. But,
Break on touch. Nice. Good job, Valve.
And then I was off. We pretended we were going to murder you. That was great. Is anyone there?
Well, let's try that again. Yep, that'll work. Whoa! That's not how I should have tried to do that. Ah! Oh, I wanted to be. No. Let's stay up there. Thank you. Thank you.
You really shouldn't be here. This isn't safe for you. It's not too late for you to turn back. I'm not angry. Just go back and leave. You should have turned left before. It's funny, actually, when you think about it. Someday we'll remember this and laugh, and laugh, and laugh.
Here's a. Oh. Hang on. Here's a fun one for you. No? Boop. Boom, now I'm soft locked.
Doesn't kill you. Huh.
Nope, now I can't beat the game. Hooray! It's the best way to play Portal, of course. And this is what I meant by walk into the door and you can it just opens. And if you
You're not a good person. You know that, right? Good people don't end up here. Can you hear me?
see you, buddy.
This is your fault. It didn't have to be like this. I'm not kidding now. Turn back or I will kill you. I'm going to kill you. And all the cake is gone. You don't even care, do you? This is your last chance.
Well, I was going to do it without you, rocket turret, but thanks anyway, I guess. Because the glass doesn't protect itself against physics damage, so you know. Oh, I'm one prop short. This is Kralik percent. This is doing it in every stupid way Kralik kind of fancies. Alright, there we go.
Stack 'em high.
Another chest stack will do it, I think. No, hang on. Boom, there we go. Rockets are for losers. Oh, okay. I might get turreted here. Ah!
Alright, you get yourself a turret quick, surely.
Yeah, oh, it needs to be a living turret, doesn't it? Yeah. Well. It's fine, so I got one right here. Oh. No! No! Live! I want you to live! Damn it! It's fine, I got a blue portal up there now, I guess, so I guess I'll just go get another turret or something. I'm not sure how, though. I'm having to do that thing again. Can I make it into this turret that's in here? Maybe I can. No, don't do
There's
that.
a pink ground level.
Yeah, but can I get
Oh,
over
you
there?
can.
That's the question. No! No, I need you! I need you alive! Live! Oh. Okay, there's another one. Just gonna have to try my luck again, I guess. Okay. Okay. So far, so good. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Oh, okay, I don't like that. I don't like how I did that. Where'd it go? Okay, so put this right here, and then get it to shoot me. Okay, well, I wasn't doing that properly. I was trying to do the crouch glitch. Okay, it's right. It's a little too proficient at shooting me. Let's
Do
move
the
it.
crouch glitch first, then walk in front of it. That's a better setup.
Well, that didn't work.
Move it backwards maybe? Like, move it a bit back.
Ah, and the game crashed. Cool.
Solid.
Because I died in the trigger. There's a massive trigger that destroys everything in the level after you go at that point. And if the player dies in it, then it tries to delete the player, and so that crashes. All right, let's just yeah.
That's a fun.
Normally
thing there.
you can't die there, but you know, I managed it.
Congrats.
We're just gonna try this again. At this point, you know, and the hope is that we can still do this quicker. I think maybe I'm just bad at this game. That's possible. Go on in. Dude, it won't even shoot me.
I think you
Crazy.
did the crouch glitch too well.
Let's try this.
Move the turret back.
Like that?
Yeah. And then try it again. I'm gonna save, by the way.
Oh! I got one. Got one. Go on, get one more. I just need one more. Come on, GLaDOS. Oh. Okay, now I need one more. Alright, you cheeky git. That'll do. Come on. Luckily, Chell was filled with pints of blood. So... Come on. Almost there.
Wait, this is what Abby did?
Well, oh, not
No, I
this.
crouched in front of it.
Abby did this quite a bit better. Abby did a crouch, and that worked, but for some reason it's not working for me, so now I'm doing it this silly way instead.
Wait, like, you know...
Like, the turret shoots GLaDOS, and GLaDOS, anytime GLaDOS takes damage from any source, right, she drops a core. So...
Wait, crouch, as in, like, you know, hold crouch and then, like, letting go when you're getting up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you have to wait until you're fully sitting down. And then
No, I
you
know,
like-
I did that, but it wasn't working for me. As in,
Oh.
it would either not, as in it would... Why can't I do it now? There we go, now I can do it. Yeah, so I can do it. But... There we go, that worked. I get fucked. See, there goes the turret.
Me. Congratulations. Was it worth it? Because despite your
It's
violence,
Portal 2
the only
GLaDOS!
thing you've managed to break so far.
And she's animated to
Maybe
actually
you could
move a
settle
bit
for
more.
that and
Hell
just
yeah.
call it a day. I guess we both know that isn't going to happen.
Yo, that's
You chose
cool.
this path. Now I have a surprise for you. Deploying surprise in 5, 4. Time out for a second. That wasn't supposed to happen. Do you see that thing that fell out of me? What is that?
Portal
It's not a
2
surprise.
style
I've never
cores.
seen it before. Never mind. It's a mystery I'll solve later. By myself. Because you'll be dead.
Wow.
I wouldn't bother with that thing. My guess is that touching it will just make your life even worse, somehow. Where are you taking that thing?
I'm now doing this the Abby way.
I don't want to tell you your business, but if it were me, I'd leave that thing alone. Do you think I'm trying to trick you with reverse psychology? I mean, seriously now. Okay, fine. Do touch it. Pick it up and just stuff it back into me.
Easy.
Beat Portal, easy peasy. That took me about 45 minutes, maybe. I don't know.
Hey, look. Think you aren't last place on speedrun.com if it's any consolation.
That's good.
Yeah, the last place is 1 hour 39 minutes.
Oh, and before I go, no, don't take me, don't take me! I was gonna show another glitch. You can portal up there. You can portal into that white thing there.
How long did our speedruns take?
I think Abby was done in about 30 minutes or so.
And I probably was done in 40 minutes.
Maybe a bit shorter. Maybe like 25 or something. You were a bit behind. Level-headed was a bit behind that. But we had to.
And Wave?
We had to apply a mercy rule for Wave, I think.
Yeah, I might have been a mercy killed halfway through.
Okay, and I think I guess that'll probably do. I think some people are still streaming, but we are. The goal was from 4 p.m. BST for about 2 hours, and we've done 2.5, and I don't think we've beaten the other one, the other goal, the other goals yet. I don't think we've beaten them.
Oh,
So I think we beat goal 1, which was to break the Portal 1 Steam charts. I think. Let me have a look at how Steam DB is doing. Portal. Let's see how close we are. Because we could at least Yeah, on Portal, on Steam DB. Nah, we aren't gonna beat the SteamDB all-time peak. It's basically goal 3 was 10,000, which was going to break something. I don't remember what. And then SteamDB's all-time peak is 20,000 people. So we did 3,847. So we did the first milestone, everyone, which is beating the Steam charts record, which is great. SteamDB, SteamDB we didn't beat, but still, you know, not bad, not bad. So yeah. So there we go. Well done, everyone. Yeah. So thank you everyone for watching and participating. It's a very different type of stream for us, but thank you for watching the speedrun part. We hope that was exciting for you. Thank you everyone who took part on the RTBR side. Level-headed has had to go to bed, but thank you Wave and Raven and Abby for all giving this a good shake. And yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Awesome stream.
Yeah, there we go. So anyway, we'll leave it there now, guys.
Oh, there's
So,
the
yeah.
dev reminder.
Yeah, of course. I just reminded to do that, in fact. So yeah, thanks everyone. Have a good day, and congrats everyone beating goal 1. See you for now.
Well done, everyone.
Bye bye.
See ya.
Bye
See
bye
ya.
bye.
Hi, Reno.